Hello everybody, it's Oreneile here, and I am with the one and only GMYStar. Hey dude, how are you?
Fine, thanks. And how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You look good, you smell good.
Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. So let us not waste any further time. Just tell us, who is GMYStar, where is he from, what does he like, and what do you do?
Basically, GMYStar is a hip hop artist. Basically thriving in the style of rap and all that, but I don't want to bracket myself with hip hop artist and all that. And basically, GMYStar is a stage name, so it's all an act, but it's simultaneously, with getting morale in it. But yeah, GMYStar or G, but real name Hopla Majiane. Fana Skrala 012 PTA on Twitter.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, basically a boy who loves music and tends to pursue it. Yeah.
And currently you're working on which genre?
I'm working on hip hop mostly.
Hip hop, okay.
Yeah, that's the main focus.
What made you fall in love with hip hop?
So what made me fall in love was like one of my family members, like my uncle used to love like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I listened to explicit content way before, like when I was 4, and I started listening to Wayne, and you had the Carter 3, you had all those albums. So the Carter 3 is what made me fall in love with hip hop. Basically, I couldn't hear most of what he was saying because one language barrier, you haven't learned English yet and all that, but I could hear the flow, the cadence, and all that
from that very young age.
That. And I think the love of music also came from my mother, because she used to do ballroom in the old days. She used to like ballroom dance and all that. So yeah, that's how I fell in love with hip hop and back to present day.
Okay, that's nice. I mean, who would you say inspired you to want to be in this game, like the music industry?
Oof. Okay, like it's a mixture, like
it's
a mixed masala. Have people like, people like Nasty C. You have like Eminem, like Reese. Yeah, like those are the people, like Kendrick, like people that challenge my brain, like the way of thought that I'd be thinking, and okay, you think life is about this, and then they give you this perspective. Yeah, those are the people I think that got me into it.
Even like right now.
Yeah, even right now, like right now, I feel like they still going hard at it, even at a, at their age.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful, man. So, you worked on a project. You worked on a hit, recently. Yeah. Okay. Just tell us the title and what inspired it.
Okay, so the song's name is Antagonist.
Okay. That's even a bad guy.
Yeah, Antagonist. So basically, antagonist meaning bad guy, for context. Bad guy. And what inspired basically is that what happened is that the way it started, so it's such a weird story. So I was like chilling, and then while I was chilling, my brain came up with this idea. Like the way I come up with songs, I just write a random word, and then from that word, it's a theme. I have to concentrate on it, build from it. So I wrote Antagonist, and then I wrote the first verse. Like the first verse is not the same as what you hear right now, like in the final product. But after writing it, I just went to the voice recorder, recorded it, and sent it to my manager. It was like, nah, boy. You gotta record this.
So you're that talented.
Yeah.
Okay. No. But it should be, because he can't be complimenting you over something that's raw. That means he saw, he felt, and he heard, what the vision basically.
Yeah.
So that's how talented you are. So people can be convinced that you're promising them something big, something massive. Ne?
Yeah.
Ne? Yeah. I need some confidence. What's going on? Why you just chilled like that? You chill like that. Bosses don't make noise.
No.
They don't make noise.
Yeah, for sure.
No, okay, no, we love that. that. What else do you think you would like to share to the world about yourself?
About myself? I feel like what I'm doing basically with the GMYStar, people shouldn't attach it way too much to like my personal self, because GMYStar and Hopolang are not the same. Two different people. Like when I go into GMYStar mode, it's like you swear like, hey, this guy who's this guy? But
Yeah.
then when you see me in real person, like, hey, this guy, no, he's chilled and minding his own business and all that. So yeah, I wouldn't say people should attach too much GMYStar to.
But like, just for somebody who does not necessarily understand what an antagonist really is, just sort of briefly tell us what's the slightest difference between Hopolang and the bad guy.
And the bad guy. Okay, so basically, just to put a bit more context into the song, the bad guy, if you listen to it, there's like an outro and all that. It explains the whole song. There's the reason for the outro. So the bad guy in this context, we live in a society where when you do good, you're considered bad. When you do bad, you're good. I don't know if you get me.
I get you.
So if I'm the bad
I hope
guy,
y'all
I'm
get him
actually
too.
good. Yeah. So basically, that's how I thought of it. I was like antagonist. Say what other people are afraid to say, even though I'm gonna be persecuted for it and all that. But at the end of the day, I'm right, and I'm gonna be considered bad, even though it's a good thing.
So Hopolang is someone who wouldn't say that. Like, he'd rather just sit back and relax.
Keep his peace. Hopolang thinks of that, and GMYStar carries that.
Oh,
yeah, like GMYStar is like that forefront that carries it, and like Hopolang is way at the back. Yeah.
So when you were writing the song, do you feel like there were points where you felt like you were not happy with your lyrics? How was the whole process? Because you mentioned something about like what you do is that you come up with a word, and then that word is your theme, and then you just flow from there. But do you think there were points where you felt like, no, this does not go in line with what you were writing? Did you like the flow? Maybe points where you did not like the flow?
Yeah, like there were a lot of points. So I'm a person who like strives for perfection. Sure. Like if something doesn't go right, like immediately I scratch that. So there were like different ways. I think I wrote like 4 different verses for the first 4 bars. What people hear, you hear 4 lines. I wrote like 16 of them, 16 to 20 of them, and then I had to decide which one makes me happy at the end of the day. So it was like contemplating like what fits, what does not fit, and you're like, to think that a song, the tricky part is that it's like 2 minutes and a couple of seconds long, but you work like a whole lot longer on it. So yeah, like I spent like 2 weeks writing that verse, not because I didn't have the inspiration, but I just wanted it to
perfect.
Be perfect. Yeah,
no, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us today, GMYStar. It was lovely meeting you, and we hope to hear more from you soon. Bye. Say bye-bye.
I'm the bad guy. You can probably see from my hand signs. Bruce Wayne flashbacks. I come back up like that crap night. That's right. My mind lift, but I'm alright. I'm hard to digest like phosphorus.